You're listening to Blue Please here on WoW Radio with myself, Total Biscuit. Yes, indeed you are. So I want to do some reminiscing, folks. Yes, I do. But first, I would like to read a couple more of these emails. Got loads more coming in, so by all means, feel free to send yours into themurloc@gmail.com, your favourite WoW Radio moments. And what I can say... exclusive announcement, ladies and gentlemen. This will not be the final show that I do on WoW Radio. Ooh, no. There's a man you may remember. Oh, yeah. That man goes by the name of Athalas. And he is going to be around. And he's going to be around on Sunday. And he's going to be around for perhaps the final show of WoW Radio. And I'm going to be on the air with him. Oh, yes. Now, I need to confirm the time with him. And I should be able to do so, hopefully before the end of the show. But myself and Athalas will be having a powwow on the air on Sunday to give the old girl a grand send-off. Which hopefully you guys should enjoy very much. And I can confirm, the time will be directly after Octel and Hordak versus the World, so that's 9 PM, I believe, oh god, I hope I'm right, GMT, as 4 PM Eastern Standard, the final show of WoW Radio, myself and Athalas. Okay, so, reminiscing, we've got lots more stuff coming in here. Spawn from Arithmetha. The best moment was when you went off about Old WoW and how in the good old days we had to deal with invisible man-eating crabs. Yeah, I tend to lose my mind at times. It's just the effect the show has. Hey TB, this is from Vivimord, level 80 Rogue and Kilrog EU. My most epic and hilarious moment with WoW Radio was when you did part 1 of the Kongan Nopcake News. I was listening to the show live, which also happened to be my first show I listened to on WoW Radio, was attempting to level my Rogue and STV. However, I was failing miserably due to the tears of laughter rolling from my eyes. All the while, my friend behind me was also finding it hard to talk due to laughing so much. Thanks for the great memories, and let's hope the show and the future is even shinier than the past. I certainly hope so. Yeah, man, that got listened to by so many people. I think it had easily over 100,000 downloads, that one. Yep. A crowning moment in complete stupidity. This one's from Heath. Just wanted to email and say that your show and your network has helped me deal with my depression over the past 4 years and has outperformed any other crutch. During a very dark period towards the end of last year, your work along with the staff was my only constant. Well, I hope you are getting out of that, quite frankly. Be positive, be better. You can, in fact, do anything as long as you are stubborn enough and smash your head up against it enough times. It's worked for me, so it works for everyone as far as I'm concerned. Dear hated TB. Oh yeah, he's getting the idea. I must say the best moment of Blue Please was that time when you were wrong. Those were the days. Yeah, the thing is that never happened. I mean, that's entirely fictional. Bear in mind, this is from Onin, the guy who doesn't know the arcane rotation, and the guy who has terrible musical taste. So I don't think we can really trust his opinion. It's hardly a professional or expert witness. In fact, I would hold him in contempt of this particular court. This one is from Laitiano, level 80, Holy Human Priest, Agramar EU. I loved your giant rant about liquid pyrite and giant man-eating crabs. Yes, so we've got popularity of the crabs and the badgers right now, so if we made an entire show about crab badgers, it would be the most popular and successful show ever made. Don't give me ideas. My favourite WoW Radio moment would be one of your vendor strike shows where you rant about the puppy training boss encounter for the new Blackwing Descent raid in Cataclysm. I don't even remember that. That's obviously how good it was. This one's from Necrotics, Death Knight of Ravenholt EU. Hey TB, I could insert some witty comment about how I hate you, but I would be lying, hence I'll leave it up to you. Okay, I hate you, Necrotics, and everything you stand for. I believe my favourite moment of WoW Radio was back in the days of TBC. I believe I was in Mount Hydel at the time, healing, and I found the site during a wipe cleanup. Can't remember the show, I was listening so intently, I ended up wiping the raid not once, but twice! Not one, but two, you say? Yes, quite. He stopped healing. What a fool. Yeah, I'll read some more out later on, folks. Keep them coming. Themurloc@gmail.com. That is themurloc@gmail.com. Right, so there's a few things I'd love to cover. I'd just like to talk a little bit about how things have been going in the last 5 years. I've already talked about my reasons for leaving, but I'd like to tell you my reasons for staying over the past 5 years. I've always thought that live broadcasting is the most exciting and energetic way of presenting ideas to people. That's why the rise of podcasting to me was quite depressing, and indeed still is. You'll be aware that live shoutcasting was effectively dead on arrival, and you can thank, if you wish, lobbyists and the RIAA for the unpleasant legislation that caused, if you do not know, royalty rates for shoutcast stations to be 300% higher than terrestrial radio, and a bunch of other restrictions which basically meant that shoutcasting was stillborn, which is incredibly sad to me. Podcasting came about and that was successful, but hey, shoutcasting never really got going. But that doesn't mean that I do not intend to continue doing it, because it's the best way. Yes, indeed, it is the best way to present ideas. And this is more than anything why we try to continue to keep a station going. It's very easy to run your own podcast. You can get a copy of Audacity, a $5 microphone, and a Libsyn account. It won't sound very good, but you can do it. Setting up a shoutcast streaming station for multiple shows with massive amounts of bandwidth, that's difficult. That takes a lot of investment, that takes a lot of money, as to the fact that WoW Radio has not turned a profit effectively any time. The vast majority of the time we've been having to supplement it with donations and money out of our own pockets. Anyone that's under the impression, I'd like to answer this accusation, because for some reason people have this crazy impression that we ever got enough money to embezzle and do stupid things with is absurd, honestly. And people that believe that never realize how much it costs to actually run a site like this. I'm impressed that we managed to keep it going so long, and it is in part thanks to the generosity of the listeners. We never ran this for profit, we ran it to entertain people, and that is what it did. It was not the most efficient way of doing it, but it was entertaining for people for the time, and a great community arose and formulated around this site. It's good, and I enjoyed it very much. There have been times when I've just wanted to leave, honestly, over the past 5 or so years. The problem with having a lot of people together this way, and it being a volunteer organisation, is that you run into issues with how people think that things should go along. You'll see that, say, sites like OMFG and VTW are going to be going a different way. Indeed, Cynical Brit's going a different way. It's not the same as how WoW Radio was operated or run. Everyone has their own opinion, and at some point, that opinion has to come to the fore instead of being bottled up. And sometimes people can't accept that their opinion is maybe either not the right one or just not the one that we wanted to run. There's been plenty of drama over the past 5 years, folks. We try to keep the vast majority of it away from you guys. Some of it's spilled over, some of it has indeed been stoked by members of the community. A very small... You know what, I'm not even going to call them members of the community. Those people, and they know who they are. There are certain pathetic individuals that have gone out of their way to cause trouble for the people who worked for this station. And you know what? I hate them more than any ex-staff member that tried to wreck the site or destroy the station or cause me or my fellow staff any issues. Because you know what? At least they had a little bit of justification for it. At least they worked hard, and if they got angry and if they got upset and decided to try and take it out, then at least they had a bit of justification for it. It's the listeners that didn't, you know? When you're being provided free content, what right do you have to screw with people's lives? That's what I have to wonder. Thankfully, 99.999% of people did not do that, and the community has been wonderful over the past 5 years. Oh yes. A lot of good memories. A lot of bad ones too. Stuff like BlizzCon 2005, very bittersweet memories there. It was very successful for what we did, but it was the first time that we really realized that Blizzard Entertainment, they weren't really out there for the fans. Let's be honest. They were out there for the people that were giving them a lot of money. And it's become that way. BlizzCon has become more and more commercialized, and of course we had last year where Blizzard completely screwed us and other fan sites over. And you know what? I will never forgive them for that. I would be lying, honestly, if I said that that was not one of the reasons that I decided to leave the station. Because you know what? Why on earth should I directly or indirectly support that kind of behavior? WoW Radio has always been named a fan site, and that's really unfortunate. We were part of the fan site program for a long time, and to be honest, I wished we weren't. I wish we were never part of the fansite program, because I'd have liked to have been known as a gaming station with a few World of Warcraft shows that was independent and well respected for that reason, and wasn't tied to Blizzard Entertainment. As what Blizzard Entertainment does reflects on us in a small way, but nonetheless a way that actually matters. It's very unfortunate. And being a fan site, even if you try not to be, you've got this certain attachment. Yeah? It's like a lost little puppy going to its abusive master, wagging its little tail, looking up with those beady eyes, big blue beady eyes, and saying, "Hey, I'm here. Please pay attention to me, and don't do it with a rolled up newspaper or the end of your boot." And more often than not, unfortunately, it was with the end of the boot. It's unfortunate that Blizzard decided to go that way with their fan sites and not treat them with the respect that they deserved. And this goes to all of the fan sites, not just us. But hey, that's the way of it. And I suppose in a way I've got to thank them, because that made me and other people on staff realize that this is not what we should be doing. We should be going independent, and we should be succeeding on our own merits, and we shouldn't be tied to one particular game. It's a disservice to our listeners. Honestly, it is. It's a disservice to the listeners to be a fan site and be bound by fan site rules, as opposed to just being an independent podcast and saying what was on our mind. You know, I've always liked to think that we had. We always spoke our mind as much as possible. I particularly did so, and incurred the wrath of Blizzard on more than one occasion for doing so. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Honestly. Never have, never will. But we try to respect their decisions at times. Say, for instance, the big hullabaloo over the alpha leaks. We promised not to do it. We sacrificed so much to do that. Traffic, potential traffic, sponsorship, money that was coming our way that could have helped grow the site. We didn't do it. Out of respect for Blizzard. What did we get back for it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So just a piece of advice for anyone that wants to do something. It's an enthusiast kind of thing. If you want to do an enthusiast podcast or production or anything like that, then don't get too close to your subject matter. Keep it at arm's length. Honestly, bit of advice for young people. We've been burned enough times by Blizzard to realize that it's not a good idea. That doesn't mean to say that the last 5 years or 6 years or whatever you want to call it were without enjoyment. I think I've gotten so much out of being part of a great group of broadcasters and talented staff. And sure, some of them screwed me over. Some of them caused me drama and heartache. Some of them were passive-aggressive little bitches. But the vast majority of them, I would like to consider friends. And I wish them the very best of luck on their future travels. And I hope that as they cast off on their own in search of brave new worlds, they will do very, very well indeed, and they will be able to reach their full potential. I certainly hope so. I want to see them flourish and do incredibly well. And I'm sure their audiences do too. Don't think anyone would wish failure on such people. Not at all. Quite the opposite. But yeah, lots of things have happened. WoW Radio got me to another country. On multiple occasions, as it happens. WoW Radio allowed me to travel to various places in the world. WoW Radio got me a wife and son. That's a big deal. It really is. It's funny. Doing radio online has gotten me so many places and allowed me to meet so many great people. I don't think anyone could ever say that doing this was a waste of time. It isn't. It never is. The reaction of the listeners and the fact that you know that they think you're doing a good job, and if you're not, they'll tell you so you can improve your art and hone it to as fine a point as possible. It's so fulfilling. I hope to never quit. Honestly. I would like to broadcast until my dying day, just because it's great to have people listen to what you have to say and be entertained and informed by it. It's more fulfilling than anything else I can think of. And some people may say I'm narrow-minded. Some people may say I'm short-sighted. Some people may say that I should go and do something like, I don't know, go cure cancer or go donate to a charity. No, I like doing this. Other people like me doing this. And that is enough for me. It will continue on CynicalBrit.com, folks. And it will continue after the break, as we talk about whether or not Blizzard hates 10-man guilds. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Interesting. We shall see, folks. Here's another track from one of my friends, the winner of WoW Idol 2005. And the file has run away. God damn! It has disappeared. Haha! I know, however, where it is, so I've got to fill in the next 20 seconds with complete and total garbage. I can't really think of what to say, because you know what? I'm not used to spouting complete and total garbage. If you want complete and total garbage, there are other podcasts you could listen to, ladies and gentlemen. Winner of WoW Idol 2005, and the most talented of people. He is Daryl Brewer, and this is The Ganker. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, introducing the Warcraft champion of the world, The Ganker! I'm a level 60, you're a level 2. That's not gonna stop me from annihilating you. Well, everybody hates me, but you're envious inside. Sure, you'd love to kill me, but you know I'll skin your hide. 'Cause I'm the ganker, yeah, and I'm coming for you. Ha ha! 'Cause I'm the ganker, yeah, and I'm coming for you. You know it, baby, I'm the ganker, yeah, and I'm coming for you. I'm the ganker and I'm coming for you. Ganker, yeah, and I'm coming for you. Ha ha ha! How about verse 2? You better keep an eye out when you're in Ashenvale. The second that you see me, you'll start to scream at will. You might run pretty quickly, but my epic mount will fly. So please do me a favor, tell the spirit healer hi. 'Cause I'm the ganker, yeah, and I'm coming for you. I'm the ganker and you're going down. The ganker, yeah, and I'm coming for you. You're next, baby. Ganker, yeah, and I'm coming for you. You heard what I said, it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and I'm coming for you. You know it, you love it, and now it's time for what everybody's been waiting for. How about a little ganker guitar solo? 'cause I'm the